You, Commander.
George, you're a member of Joseph?
Yes. How do you find Commander Lawrence?
Commander Lawrence, we may need to set an example.
And when Rachel saw that she bore Jacob no children,
you helped to create this world.
Alright, hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Rob here at Smirking Gun Reviews. We're doing a little something different. I'm actually in bed. I just watched it. It's like 6:03 in the morning. I didn't feel like setting anything up. I just wanted to get this out of the way, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm not feeling that great in the last few days. And my internet. I found out my internet that we use here is so low from what we're paying that's why with my new equipment it doesn't matter. My videos still don't look that great. I mean, they look better, but anyway, I just got a lot going on, and so I wanted to cut to the chase. Sometimes don't you just want to cut to the chase when you're watching something or you're like getting to a review? And even though I have a lot to say, it's just like I don't feel like talking about every single scene and how the lighting and the music and blah 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 today. So this is The Handmaid's Tale, Season 3, Episode 10, Witness. Full spoilers if you have not seen this episode. If you'd seen the preview or the promo from last week and everything, and as soon as they tell you, like previously on The Handmaid's Tale, you kind of know what you're getting into with this episode. I just feel like saying, is Fred trying to get June back in this episode? Is that what this whole thing's about? Like trying to take her out of Lawrence's house? Like maybe to replace Nicole because June is a proven birther. God, I hate saying words like this. Like it's something normal. That's one thing. Also, Christopher Maloney, good God, man. He's such a good actor, but he's scary as fuck. I'm watching Perpetual Grace Limited and reviewing that on the channel, and I thought Ben Kingsley's, he's scary on that. Just looking at him without doing anything scary. Christopher Maloney's the same way. He has this look that he could just pat you on the back right before he rips your head off, literally. So he's very scary in this episode, just kind of menacing, like, because you don't, he just seems to be so all in, and also elitist and snobby, and he's just like the worst. Like we haven't seen the worst out of this guy yet. Because what did he do along the way to get to what he wanted his district to look like? But the whole thing is that Lawrence has had 4 handmaids and has produced no children, and now they've had a proven woman that's fertile, and given birth to 2 babies, healthy ones, even though only one is there in Gilead. So now it's time to, I mean, we were kind of building towards this, right? Anybody who, didn't think this was coming, I mean, I wasn't looking forward to it, if that's what you want to know. But we kind of knew that they were going to be put to the test at some point. And, through the trailer, you would go, oh my God, is somebody getting killed? And it's like, no, she's a good person, of Lawrence's wife. And in this episode, you really get the solidification she understands what they've done, and she's not happy about it. I kind of still feel like these people could have sacrificed themselves for the greater good of humanity by trying to get people out earlier. But when it comes to your own mortality, it's crazy what people will do. And we know what Lawrence has been capable of, because he became one of the biggest war criminals. And I also like that she calls him that. She knows what he is. He knows what he is. They've done unforgivable things. Mostly him, but she stood by him. Well, I mean, what choice does she have, I guess, except death? And that's the thing, like I say, like why, like, did we ever see, or did they ever talk about how many people chose death over giving up to Gilead? Maybe they have. I can't remember. Um, but they come over to the house. Aunt Lydia, the commander, Waterford, and Serena, and they come there to make sure that the event actually takes place. There's no getting around it this time. Um, June had come to Lawrence about the truck idea earlier in the episode. And I guess this whole thing was just kind of like, how do we get of Lawrence to actually finally make a decision to help? And that's force him to do the thing that he's been avoiding this whole time. And just seeing how matter-of-factly, like, June just goes, this is, if we're gonna survive, if my plan, if I'm gonna get these kids out, then I'm gonna have to sacrifice even more. And so, as difficult as it is, and it's been a while since we've had a rape, I mean, since she understands what she has to do, what they have to do, what she has to allow him to do, because he doesn't want to do it. It's kind of like a very adult version of, please don't get pissed. It's the first thing I thought of. It reminds me of when they stick you as a kid, and they stick you in a closet with a girl or a boy, and you got 7 minutes in heaven, and everybody's paying attention to what you're doing. And if you come out there, everybody's going to know whether you did or you didn't. And so them sitting around might have worked for a while, but this time somebody's got to do the deed. And as distasteful as it all is, there's really no getting around this scene. And there's really no out for these characters. Not if they want to get to do what they need to do. Now, does that mean that anything's going to even succeed? I don't know. The trailer for next week's episode shows that of Lawrence's wife has a gun on him. I don't know how that episode will end, but if he makes it out of that episode alive, and she does get on that truck to get the kids out, she'll be the problem. I predict that would be the problem. Like, we've got all the Marthas, which is really cool. I also love that June got the line, we're going to need a bigger boat. That's fucking hilarious. Because that's just, you finally get to see a little bit of June peek out when she says things like that, the real June. the one who can make weird references like that in dark situations. But I feel like when they get in the truck and they're trying to, like, maybe go through checkpoints, Lawrence's wife is gonna be the one where they're gonna have to be like, you know, because she'll be having one of her moments. She'll go through an episode. I say it because I feel like it's predictable, and the show has become a little bit predictable. And if you think about it, I mean, yeah, the kids could make noise too. It could be a thing. Maybe the kids cause her to have an episode. But I don't think this is, come on, it's the Handmaid's Tale. It's not going to be clean. However this goes down. As many muffin baskets as you get. As much that people want to help. Because it looks like, the three that come over in the trailer next week say, like, well, this is a dumb plan. And it is a little too simple. Just get a truck and a bunch of kids, and if the Marthas all get them out. But, I mean, at this point, if this plan fails, all right, there's going to be a lot of death. So I'd say the odds are about 50-50 right now of things working out. At least, by the skin of their teeth. Nah, that's really all I have. It's very, I'm having a very difficult time right now. Like I said last time, I took a mental health break, so it's just trying to do things that make it easier to do this all the time. So, anyway, also about the contest, just a reminder, we are still giving away the Season 1 Blu-ray at the end of the season. All you gotta do is be a subscriber and leave a comment. You guys, there's a lot of you that have been leaving comments, and I want to thank you all for the support and watching these. The people that have found this review, this channel, whatever. But you do have to be a subscriber to win. I have to be able to see your subscription when I look you up in my, settings and my own channel stuff. So I want to give it to anybody that leaves a comment, but you have to be a subscriber. So sorry for the basic look of everything. Hopefully I'm feeling better next week, so I can have a background and everything else. But I still feel like it's more like the important thing should be the content of the content, so not just the way it looks. I'm trying to think of other things to talk about. Just the standards that the DC district have are way different and darker. Oh God, how am I going to forget? Okay, two things. June telling Fred at least it wasn't him. God damn it, could they just never resist a chance to poke the fucking bear? We almost got out of this episode without June doing something that would seem like, hey, we usually hang people for saying things like that. I mean, we almost made it through the episode without her doing something with, that shows her plot armor. But they just couldn't help it, could they? And I wondered how this was going to turn out. And this is the other question here, is Fred going to really go through with talking to the guy from Canada who clearly wants to with Serena? Okay? He wants her out. I don't believe he ever said anything about Fred. Maybe he did. But that's going to be very interesting, because I see this as Fred being able to maybe take an opportunity. And I know they want the little girl back, and they said they got to bring something, right? You got to, even like what June was saying to Lawrence, you could come with too. You just got to bring something, kids. And then he said something like, I'd be a hero, which I don't think he's interested in. I think he wants to go down with the ship at this point. But I don't know. It's this. I'm actually more interested in Fred's part of the story right now and them going to Canada and dealing with that, than I am with the getting the kids out. Because the getting the kids out, just the thinking about that stuff just causes my anxiety to go through the roof. At least with Fred's story, there's a potential of, I don't know, Fred getting killed. So, anyway, that's it. If you liked this review, please hit the like button, comment, share, subscribe, all that rigmarole. Otherwise, this is Robert Smirking Interview saying hopefully we will be back in the regular studio, if you will, next week. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe so that you can be a part of the contest. So, have a great day, and we will see you on the next episode.